Let's check it out. Does it go from 274,000 to 74,000? 200,000 people. There's a new Patriot suit. I don't know. Let's give that a try. The boycott did nothing good for the game. Yeah, I totally agree. That definitely did not help things. Here's what I think about Helldivers. The gameplay, considering this is a PVE game, even though it had like a fantastic start and a ton of people enjoyed it, like it's a PVE game. I think those kind of games can only last so long unless there is very rapid development. And by development, I mean like them constantly churning out new stuff, new modes, new missions, new things to strive for. Not necessarily like constant grinding. I don't think like grinding is necessarily a good thing. But like right now for me, I don't have anything else to really work for. I'm totally maxed on samples. I'm totally maxed on ship development. I have nothing big to work for. I might have, 400 hours in this game, but like I'm done. People are going to get bored of this. And if they're not constantly pushing out new things and new things to do, like people are going to get bored. And if the gameplay does get repetitive, if there's not, brand new missions and stuff. Right now, it seems like they're really focusing on like weapon balancing. I kind of think that's them focusing so much on like weapon balancing and stuff is kind of not helping things. I don't think that's gonna bring a bunch of people back. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. The weapon balancing is not something I think is a super major deal. And from what I've seen in their Discord, they're trying to really focus on that. So I don't know. Let's try out the new Autocannon exosuit. Let's give it a try. Wait, why do I have two? What? Wait, what? Huh? Is it? Does everyone automatically get an exosuit? Is that what that is? That must be what that is. Oopsie. I don't know how many shots it takes to kill a Bile Titan with a, what's it called? A lot, apparently. There we go. Oh, get away from me. Did I load? I'm all out of ammo already? What the fuck? Nope. Can I call it another one? So if you don't know much about Helldivers, I guess, very reminiscent of the movie Starship Troopers. You have missions that you do. Right now we're trying to rescue some civilians. And we're fighting against the bugs at the moment. There is the possibility to... No. My arm. There is a possibility to fight against robots, but right now we're fighting bugs. And you have a variety of missions that you can go into on a whole bunch of different planets. Oops, I just killed a civilian. I'm kind of just exploring what this walker thing is right now. I'm not too focused on the mission. It seems fine. I don't usually use the walkers much, but it seems fine. Not the wall, bro. Anyway, so yeah, I guess you have a bunch of variety of weapons that you can use. Oh no, get away from my civilian. And then you also have like airstrike type things that you can take advantage of too. Like that's a big laser that's coming out of my ship and killing bugs for me. And then there's all kinds of airstrikes and stuff that you unlock by like leveling up and upgrading your ship. But all that progression is sort of once you get to the end, it's like, what else do you do? And I think that has a lot to do with current player count. I think at the very beginning, the player count was at like 270,000. Of course, I guess maybe most games sort of start declining a little bit. This is like a big decline. It's probably a variety of things that led to its current state. The Sony thing definitely didn't help at all. Probably turned a lot of people away from this game. Like right now, I'm about to call in a big ass fucking bomb. It's probably not going to work out perfectly. Didn't kill him. The civilians are dying. I don't know what it'll take to get this game back to sort of where it was, if they can. I'm really not sure. I hope they can. It's really fun. I think it's still fun. It's just they need to add like a bunch of new missions. Like like I said, right now we're trying to rescue civilians and stuff. I think they need to add like 20, literally like 20 new missions that are all different. Add in a new use for samples or something, because right now I'm totally maxed on my samples and I don't have anything else to use them for. So I'm not like working towards getting more. Oh yeah, I think that would be really cool too. If there was some way for players, like when you're in your ship, to like communicate to each other, just a simple like voting thing that would be like, hey, we're all gonna go for this planet, you know, or for it to be more obvious which planets have which benefits. We don't see the supply lines in this game, and the supply lines for each planet, it's like how each planet is connected to each other, and you have to use like a third-party website. You have to go to like helldivers.io, and you don't see that in the game, which sucks. Yeah, voting for planets, or there's some way for everyone to be like, hey, let's go to this planet. I mean, the major orders sort of tell you, like, in general, what you should be doing and stuff, but people clearly aren't, like, doing that. They're just doing whatever they want to do, which is also fine. I don't know, there's more, some sort of communication between players universally that says, you know, hey, we're gonna go over there. Might be a good idea. Third faction? Yeah, I wonder what the hell's going on with that. What's going on with the new faction? Like, it needs to be here, man. And I think they're focusing so much time and effort on like weapon balancing and stuff. And again, this is just my opinion. I think they're way focused on like weapon balancing, which maybe that is a factor. I think it's less of a factor than what they think it is. Maybe they think everyone's leaving the game because of the weapon balancing. I just don't think that's what it is. Like, the weapon balancing, maybe it could use some work, but it's not like gonna make or break the game. The thing that I think is gonna make or break the game is people getting bored. I guess it's sort of another thing is like maybe a smaller factor is how much people watch it on Twitch or YouTube. How much a viewer enjoys watching a game like this, where it's a PVE game. I don't know. Maybe the more popular videos for this game would be like educational stuff, tier lists, update reviews, talking about updates, all that kind of stuff. I feel like that would be kind of, you know, what people enjoy, instead of, you know, maybe other games that are more PvP focused. It's like, here's this cool play I did, you know.
Countdown initiated. Stand by for takeoff.
Okay, we've got your ship.
Extraction complete. Pelican 1 begins
Nice. I don't really like, you know, grindy games that are specifically they just exist to grind things, right? But also, if I'm not working towards anything, what are we doing, you know? How goes the new mech? It's pretty whatever, honestly. It feels kind of limited on ammo. I feel like you would need like double the ammo. You get 75 per arm, so you get 150. Which seems like a lot, but you go through it so fast. You can call it down and you can be out of ammo in like a minute. Do I think the leaderboard would be a good idea? What would it show? Just how many like bug and bot kills you get, or what percentage of liberation? Maybe. I don't think a leaderboard would do much for me. Like I said, I have like 400 hours now, and I've been doing these same kind of missions for quite a while, so it gets kind of repetitive, you know? Okay, serious question. What is a PVE game that has survived a very long time? Going for Doom kind of games, maybe? Let's check it out. Does it go from 274,000 to 74,000? 200,000 people leave? I mean, like, well, again, like we were saying before, the whole Sony thing is definitely a factor and all that. Are you gonna say the console? Add in the console guys, so it's over 100,000 average players. I don't even think with the way the war bonds have been, they've been very lackluster. The last two war bonds have been like pretty forgettable, to be honest. Even if it was more frequent war bonds, like, I don't think that's gonna save the game. I think the actual thing that we're doing in the game is what needs to be like improved and updated and innovated, not just like, oh, here's a new weapon. It's very, I don't know, that's very like surface level, you know what I mean? Whereas if we had missions, like, that's the thing that you're actually doing. Yeah, sure. I mean, 75,000 average is still good, but like, you gotta also remember how much attention this game had at the very beginning. And I think at the very beginning, if they had made the right moves, then it could still be way higher than what it is right now. It's also interesting that the CEO is not the CEO anymore. They actually resigned, and they took a different place. They took a different role. So the guy, I forget what his name was, but his name was like Piles something. I'm sorry, I don't remember what his name was. He decided to resign as CEO, and he became like something else, where he said he's more in touch with the community or something. Chief Creative Officer, there you go. Hopefully that's a good move. That'll work out well. I mean, what could they do now to make things better? In my opinion, whoever comes in, or the previous CEO, maybe he's able to make changes now that he couldn't make before, or they just keep the wheels turning. To me, I'm not a game dev at all, so, you know, maybe this is not the right thing to do, but to me, I would think hire more people. Keep things moving more. Keep people interested. There's a, like, they probably expected X amount of people and they got way more. So now, like, you need to work harder to keep all those people entertained.
Sending in an eagle. Calling in reinforcements.
31 kills. That's a lot of dudes. Still a really fun game. You don't play as much as you used to. Yeah. Okay, so why is for somebody who's, you know, not fully leveled, or, you know, you don't have all your ship upgrades and stuff, why are you not playing? Real question. It is weird that they like did a bunch of nerfs like that on like the sickle. I sort of get it, because the sickle, when it had 6 reloads, that's a lot, and it essentially has infinite ammo, so you don't really need 6. But it's also like, who cares? To let it be good. I don't know. Maybe they look at the weapon use percentages and they see that, you know, people are using X weapon more than they want it to be, and they decide to nerf it. I don't know. It's a weird thing for them to be focused on, I think. Maybe they don't want everybody to always use the sickle, which, I mean, it was good. It still is good. I don't know. Not all the ship upgrades are good. Sure. I mean, not all of them are like as useful as others. I can agree with that, but also it's still something to work towards. I think having something to work towards is always good. And right now, the only thing for me, and I know this is just specific to me, the only thing that I'm working towards right now is my full max level cap. I'm at 128 right now. That's all I'm working towards, I guess. Everybody brought their walker in. So this is the new walker. It just has autocannons attached to it. I like how we're all just standing here chilling.
So good.
This is what happens if you f with Super Earth. These bullets are rated E for everyone. No! You don't mind the weapon balancing? Well, yeah, I mean, I don't think it's a negative thing. It's just they only have a finite amount of resources, right? So they can decide to do one thing. I mean, it's not really one thing, but, you know, they can only use 100% of their ability. And if, you know, 50% of their entire ability goes to weapon balancing, I'm making numbers up right here, obviously, they can only do so much. So if a very large percentage of their focus is weapon balancing, and it's not like actual new things, all the stuff that we've been talking about, it's not new missions, it's not ship upgrades, it's not a new use for samples, it's then why is that their focus? I don't necessarily think that weapon balancing is like a negative thing. It's that they only have so much they can do at one time, and it seems like their main focus is weapon balancing. Does that make sense? Yes, definitely agree with that. New mission types, enemy faction, difficulty tiers, all of that. I think all of that should take priority over weapon balancing. That is my opinion. Oh no. Somebody put an airstrike on the generator.
It was him.
It was the other guy.
It was the other dude.
Side note, don't put airstrikes on the generators. That is the thing we are trying to defend. Multiverses? Is that a game?
Dead. Dead. Bye.
I died.
Wait, you died?
I was in the ship. I got bad luck with Bile Titans when I'm in the ship. Man, every once in a while, I'll remember that I have mozzarella sticks in my freezer. I'm like, damn it, I want
Go make some.
I try to keep things chill and good times, of course, but I do share my opinion on things, even if it's negative, just so you know. What the hell are you doing over there to that Bile Titan body? You saw that? What the hell? Of course, I always want to keep things nice and relaxed and enjoyable. I do share my opinions on things, though. And probably this whole discussion about Helldivers most likely is going to get turned into a video, by the way. So we'll see what YouTube has to say about this as well.